let me go back to the comments. Hi, Meredith. I'm so glad you're off today. How are you guys? I got Peggy here. She's talking. You can speak out loud. And Bella's speaking on the corner there. How are you, Meredith?
My granddaughter Bella.
Yeah. Bella, what do you think we should talk about today? Hi, Kathy. Kathy's here. You can say hi to everybody too,
I see my friend Kathy's in there too.
Hi. We'll get going with reading. So interrupt me, you guys, if you have questions and you want me to just get to business. Otherwise, I could tell you how crazy my day has been. Happy Friday 13th. What? Bella, you got a friend here. She's saying, hi, Bella.
Hi.
Thank you. Thanks, Meredith.
Thank you.
She's 12.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, what a lovely day. Hi. You guys, if you do have questions, think of them, put them in the chat for me. We'll just give it a few minutes for maybe anybody else to pop in. I know it's, yeah. Happy Friday the 13th. How do you guys feel about Friday the 13th around there? I've never been very, oh, you do? Okay. What do you think about it, Peggy? Just another day?
Yeah, another day. It's a good luck day for me.
I like the 13th. I don't do any creepy movies, or anything like that. I never have. Bella, do you like trick-or-treating?
No.
I never like, okay. What can I do to express my true self without shame? Wow, that's a deep question. Okay, let's get started on that. Oh, interesting. What's a lovely day? I just had my notes out, but I put them away. I'm going to turn that off so we can't see. Can you put your birth date in the chat again so I can look at your numbers really quick? 2. That's okay. Oh, I understand. Well, you got to be okay with that, honey. I know this world is super harsh though. Okay. I know I've looked at it before. Oh yeah, we're 1 month apart in like 50 years because I'm old. Oh, I know. Let me see where you are right now. Okay, I know we talked about this, but considering your question, let's go over this again really quick. Let me find that ever so important book. This little book is key. It's easier to say, I'm going to put this up here so I can focus on that. I see what you have said, right? That's really tough. And I think that happens not only about, right? Yeah. One of my first friends on TikTok who lives in Nigeria, which is a very difficult place to be trying to express yourself like that. And slowly, she was able to bring out her true self and integrate it with her parents, who were very morally and religiously and all that against it, but they did open up. So you have to Yeah. And I love that I think that's no matter who you want to be with in that way, I'm being careful of my words. Otherwise, I'd be like, girl, this is how it is, but you know what I'm talking about. No, to have that sense of both the feminine and masculine in you and feel balanced and want to express it in a balanced way, I think is really important. And how old is she now? 35. Yeah. Well, so I don't have tattoos. Peggy, this is where you can jump in too. I mean, you've raised 2 boys and a girl.
2 girls. 2 boys, 2 girls.
I thought 4, and now the
Yeah.
grandchildren and everything. And I hope Bella is okay to listen to this about it's weighing on your heart. Yeah. My dad wouldn't let me even pierce my ears growing up. I wasn't allowed to have tattoos and things like that. So now I don't have any, but I think they're beautiful. Sometimes I hesitate about my kids getting them. And I think that's just from my upbringing. So getting through how you want to express yourself and how you really feel, if they would tell me how they really felt and why they wanted this tattoo, or there's so many things. Like my son he had braids for a while. He wanted to have Rasta hair. Peggy, how do you feel about her talking? I mean, are you at where they would actually disown you? Do you feel like you'd be disconnected from them? I'm going to pull a few cards and look at this.
You should, have a conversation.
I'm going to star that. Is it Sushna? Sushna? Yeah, you have to be. It kind of depends. I would take it in baby steps. I'm going to tell you why. I think you're definitely blocking a lot of new beginnings for you. That's just it's divinely offered. And this is what it's pentacles, it's earth energy. I think it's really going to ground you if you understand moving forward, because you have the 6 of Wands in reverse too. So you're you're definitely blocking little goals and moments from happening for you that could really bring you a lot of balance, more balance. You keep yourself small. Well, I think that, let me pull a few more cards for you. I see where you're really blocking it. And you're in a year of spiritual shedding. And Peggy, don't let me forget to tell her what that's about, because I think that will really help her open up, because you're blocking everything. Okay. So clarification, keeping yourself small, really, really worrying about it. And just really afraid to turn around and walk towards these big opportunities. This is a very positive card, actually, even though it looks stuck. It's just like you really, these are baby steps too. What a lovely day. I think it's Natalie, is it? Or Nicole? I'm sorry, I forgot your name. You need strength and to keep walking towards these little goals about talking to them. Hold on, honey. Let's see. I don't want to lose these chats. So I'm proud online and expression. I help other people express their true selves. Well, you sound like you're really strong and ready to do this. Hi. Yeah, let me see. I'm not getting, and I'm getting where you need to be, your boss, be passionate about this. Be a leader in the conversation. It takes two, like you and your mom, you and your dad. Who's the first one you're going to be able to talk to? And I think just honestly tread lightly, because I know what it's like to get, where people are, I'm putting you in the will and out of the will and out, out of my life. But you have the Empress here too, which is huge energy. You need to be strong and bold, be all the queens. I am lacking, except for this worry, the thought, the communication, that energy. Your mom can be set in her ways. Okay. Well, this is a tower moment. Like what is to fear though? This is like blowing up kind of all of your worries and having a clean slate. It's sort of, I think you're worrying so much that this is going to cause an ending that you're keeping yourself small. You're worrying that this is going to happen, which it may not. And this is a new beginning too. Once this all gets discussed, which may feel like a huge deal, but be strong, be brave. They remember the little child. You're their baby. You're always going to be their baby, and they're tough parenting, right? They've got those boundaries on you. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but this can also be training, and that like they're working together. Are they arguing a little bit? Yeah, but I think you get through it. Hold on. Yeah, you got to just trust your intuition and know that this is okay. What we got here? Oh. Well, I think, that you're going to be a really good example for her, because I get that. I go out a lot. I have been single a very long time. And I like to hang out with my girlfriends, and I completely avoid men. Doesn't matter if I like men or not. Completely avoid them. So, but I don't care what people think. And I think if, also, my daughter is such a strong soul, and she really helps me. I could tell her all day long not to get a tattoo, but she will. And then I'll be fine with it. And a lot of times people think this is like, no, I'm discontent, right? You're just tired of this and you want more. More is coming. You need to have this conversation, because it's time. Yes, it is, Nicole. Family acceptance is very difficult. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Absolutely. Parents have to let go of their expectations. And a lot of times we have to let go. Oh, I love that, Judy. Thank you. That is beautiful. Well, okay. I'm just going to put that up briefly. Nicole, we should dive deeper into your numerology. That will help you understand. But there could be this pattern, genetic or whatever people want to say it is. And they've been afraid for all these decades, right? Generations, to talk about it. And there's no better time than now. Everything's popping off. Why don't you? Right? Blame it on the astrology, Nicole. Like, listen. So it's a vicious cycle. Yeah. Well, let's break it. That's probably in your astrology chart to break this. And I'm getting a lot of like leadership energy for you where you just have to be a leader in this. Completely be the empress. All the emperor and empress, like you said. And you can approach it too with respect for them. Say, I respect how you feel. I respect how things trigger you and family, and I will work within those parameters. You got to meet in the middle a little bit, and I'm going to pull an oracle card for you to help with that. I think if yeah, right, that's very important too. It takes time, and she's probably afraid for you. A lot of times it all boils down, the anger, the control, a lot of that energy does it does boil down to fear, though, even shame and guilt, because we're afraid of what other people will think. She's feeling shame because she's afraid of something. So I love that statement, false evidence appearing real. Times are different. I'm not sure where you live, Nicole, but I do hope it's peaceful there this weekend. And maybe this isn't the weekend to really dive into this because we're having some extreme transits and squares. If you do choose to do it, though, because there's that energy of Saturn and Aries where you need to take charge of your life now at your age, and the spiritual shedding I've got to get to. There's a need to express these deep underlying energies that Neptune's rolling around with, and everything is pinging off of Saturn and Aries. Okay, good. Congratulations. Welcome to the shit show. Excuse my French, Bella. Fear of others accepting you is harder for her than you. Yeah, Kathy. Wise. Thank you for helping Kathy with this. I think it's beautiful. I just, whenever you have the conversation and that strength card is there for you. And I just, I wish you the strength and courage for that. I should pull a crystal wisdom healing card for you, but they're not right here. Just take it little by little. Yes. It is past programming, past life issues, like deep things that they may not understand, which doing a legacy reading of your dates, your mom's dates, your grandmother's, I don't need time or place. And I can't do it today, but I will do it for you. And we can see some of the connections, some of the past life energy. And speaking of which, and how you can work through that with her once you understand her a little bit better too, and how you can help her work through her own triggers and fears. You're so welcome. So I need you to do some out of the box thinking, okay? And also like communicating and shining that inner light, but out of the box thinking about how you want to communicate with her. Anybody having health issues in your house? This is Empress energy, though. Are you a caregiver? Were you sick when you were little? Also, was your mom sick when she was little? Anything coming up about that? Oh, thank you, Peggy. True, right? I could sit here and go deep all day. Uh, she was always sick. Very interesting. I think too, in a past life, she was um persecuted for I don't know if she was persecuted for who she loved, but she may have been a nurse in a battle, in a like long ago, somebody who could really care for people, try to help people. And I think she was punished for that. And it does go back to a lot of childhood trauma. Oh, hi. Love yourself first. Hi, welcome in. So nice to have you. Yes. So have a lot of grace and compassion with her. I think the more that you understand it's more about her than you, then it's going to be easier to have this communication. There's a lot of armor up between you two, and understanding that will help. Like, think out of the box, thinking about how you can get her to drop her armor a little bit. And I think that comes with a lot of love and compassion for how she may have been controlled, abused, shamed in her past. Hi, Kathy. Nice to meet you. I love your name. So just keep that in mind. And I'm going to pull an oracle card. Hopefully it'll give you another little message to move you forward. But I know that you're always going to be her baby, and she hopefully will not cause a lot of trauma. So I really think that you are here to help her, and that's your contract, part of your contract, your soul contract. And I'm sorry, I keep looking over there. I should look at the camera, but I feel like I'm talking to her on the right side. Look at this. Beyond the ordinary. I really think that you are the lineage breaker. Your mom, your grandmother have put up with a lot of trauma, a lot of guilt and shame that you've come into this world with. I didn't even finish doing your numbers, but this is an extraordinary card of both the masculine and the feminine. Honestly, it's a very neutral looking, beautiful person. It could be a man, it could be a girl, a woman. It's just extraordinary, and you are beyond the ordinary. So let's look into it. And it's a 9. So you've been through some cycles, and you're ready for the new, that Ace of Pentacles and all of that I showed you. So we just got to make this happen little by little, giving your mom a lot of healing vibe and energy, so she understands that you really are the empress here. Like, maybe in a past life, mom, I was your mom and you're the daughter, so you should listen to me, right? Right, Nicole? All right, so let me read a little bit of this beautiful card to you. Key concepts, the mystical, trusting the invisible world without understanding it. And sometimes I want you to know, this is coming into my head, that we don't always get closure about things. We don't always get the outcome of the conversation that you want, but you need to trust that this is the right thing to do. Recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasped intellectually. This is like a very deep soul connection and soul purpose you have with your mom, and it's beyond the ordinary. And I think if you approach her that way, that she'll be like, oh my gosh, you're so wise, and hopefully she'll listen. The awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. So true, right? It just is what it is. And I hope that they love you no matter what. You are who you are. And within reason, express yourself, but, try to understand her triggers too. And I want you to know that, let me see. When you want to know what is to come, the nature of something, or where you're heading, it's natural to turn to a trusted oracle or expect some kind of answer that will inform your view of how things are, might be, or should be, just like talking to me. And everybody here who's so helpful in the chat. I love you guys. It's like a really good therapy session. But you're not always going to get the answers. It's not always going to go the way you want, but having the conversation is 90% of the battle, if it's a battle. Right? So sometimes this isn't possible because the elements cannot be named or not yet in place. Things may still be in flux. Like, go slow and gentle with her. So you cannot know and may never be meant to know why things are. And again, neither will she, but there is a soul connection and purpose for you guys. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to not knowing. And I think that's a really good message for all of us too, when things are really popping off in the world and we don't know what's going to happen. But we're going to be okay with the mystery that's going to evolve. And the mystery is a mystery because it is at present unknowable, as yet unmade. So you're stuck in this because it's still a mystery what's going to happen. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but is not yet chosen its shape, its path, and manner by which it will be delivered. It's all up to you, Nicole. It really is. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will, without trying to ascertain anything in advance. So, in other words, go into this conversation with a lot of love and grace and be humble about it, but be strong. Lead your life and just don't have any expectations. But I think it's going to have a really beautiful outcome and a new start for you. And the last thing I want to tell you, and then I'll be happy to read for the next person, is spiritual shedding for you this year. We probably talked about it a little bit, but let's go over it again. And for anybody that you might resonate with this too, a year of shedding. This is a 7-year for you, Nicole. Birthing, restoration of balance, letting go of old behaviors, beliefs, and patterns that are self-destructive. So it's really a year to do this. Opportunity to heal issues regarding trust and caution. Anger issues and healing anger issues. Resentment, but also healing resentment issues. Redirection of energy, feeling liberated and emotionally restored. Really good time to do this. Re-examination of priorities in your life and relationships in your life that you trust. Self-examination of emotional behavior, responses, and triggers. And fair enough to do that for your mom and dad. So think outside of the box about how to do this. And also some confidence and trust issues, communication issues, control issues, but moving forward, freedom, liberation. So there's a strong theme there for you, right, Peggy? I hope that helps, Nicole. And thank you all for letting me go a little long. I think that was an amazing question. And I really love that you were brave enough to let us all in and be a part of this journey for you. Good. Okay, we'll be praying for you that they understand. And don't trust your own guidance, okay? I keep looking at her like she's over here. I can feel her energy. You have to trust your own guidance about this and how you should handle your parents. But I think there was amazing advice, but also the chat. So love you. We'll wish for you that, given a little time and understanding, it's going to be a whole new beginning. And I think it'll help your mom a lot. Right? Right. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Did Bella get bored? She left.
She left.
Sorry, Bella. Not
Okay.
as exciting as it looks, right? How do I say? I don't want to put her name up right now. I think it's
Sudashina?
Yeah.
Something? I know I'm horrible with it too.
Maybe she can put that in the chat, or a nickname I could call her. Help me. I no disrespect. I just sometimes like. Oh, and there's a guy too, or I think, yeah. Ooh, got a birthday coming up. Cancer boy. And she's a Leo, right? Cancer Leos. I was just thinking about that today because I like Leos. Like, I'm attracted to Leo women and men. I don't know what it is, but I have a Cancer moon, so maybe that's what it is. Enough about me. What the hell am I talking about? What's his birthday again? 2000. Oh my God, they're just like a few weeks apart. How cool is that? I think, do you know him very well? Is this a new thing? Let me go back to the chat. Oh, thank you, Peggy. I see where you're talking to me there. I missed that.
Yeah, this is Sudeshna.
Sudeshna, yeah. Oh yeah, you're a Virgo, moon Capricorn. Okay. Yeah, because I have a feeling you guys have a soul connection. Now, when I say that, don't be like, oh my gosh, this is my twin flame or anything like that. There's just certainly a reason that you've met him. I can see it already in his numbers. So let me look at your numbers really quick and give you a little insight on that. Yeah. Very cool. Okay, don't go away. Don't anybody go away. I wish I could play music, but I get copyright strikes when I do that. So, Peggy, sing a song.
Oh, you don't want to hear me sing.
Wait, show us some art behind you.
My grandkids' artwork. Actually, this one is from Australia.
Okay, so I don't. What's her nickname? Sudeshna. Thank you, Sudeshna. Duh, that's so beautiful and easy to say. Why was I making it so hard? Sudeshna. Would it be fair to say? Let me think about this a minute. Okay, usually Sudeshna, when I do this, I have the camera on the table, but people want to see my face. I don't know why, for some reason. So if you would write these numbers down, I want you to put your name and write 1.2, or just do this 1-2-6-9-8. write that out. And then next to it, write his name. Okay. And then put 4-2-5-9. And then if you look at all the numbers you have in common, the 2, the 6, the 9. Now, what stands out to me about this fella? Okay, yes. 4, 2, 5, 6, 9. Yes, I'll star you. That was what's her name? Peggy, in the comments, if you could let me know her name. Love yourself first. Yeah, 4, 2, 5, 6, 9. Okay, so Sudeshna, the 1 is your main energy number, and his is a 4. You're like the magician. Do you understand tarot? The magician, the alchemist. You have all the tools. You can really make things happen. I love it. You're also a 10, though, which is a butterfly. So you may feel like these cycles of a little, fair enough. Like maybe you feel cocooned and then you birth new. Where he has that emperor energy. So he's going to be a really good leader, a natural born leader, might be a little bit controlling. But what I also see about you guys is the 2 in you is the old soul. The 5 in him, and the 2 is the high priestess. You're very intuitive. The 1 and the 2, I call them my sparkly people. I mean, you can read the room. You read people. They come to you. You're a sponge. You absorb everybody's feelings and emotions. He is very intuitive. You guys probably can read each other's minds. The 5 in him is like the Hierophant, the church within us, everything that you hold dear and heart to your close to your heart, not necessarily about religion. And it is about being an old soul and having past life contracts. And he probably came into this world carrying a lot of baggage and weight. So you're dealing with a little bit of a wounded soul there. Now, what's different about you guys, the 6 and the 9, very creative people. The 6 is the lovers, the duality in you, certainly the love and the creativity, the muse. 9 is the prophet, the hermit, somebody who can do the inner work and help others. So, and then you combine that with being a magician and high priestess. My gosh, like you guys probably are really, I hope, in a good relationship. He's definitely going to be stronger, more controlling, which worries me a little bit. I don't know why. And did you have trouble when you were growing up in your childhood? Like, did you feel split in some ways? Look, you're one of my sparkly people. Very good friendship till now. Interesting. Are you? What does she mean? I don't have anything like that. What did I say? Oh, you had a good childhood. Okay, good. Then that'll help balance you. And I want you to know too, if you look at the 1 and know it's a 10, and you look at the 6 and the 9 in you and him, they're mirror numbers. Not everybody has that. And it's interesting energy. By any chance, did you lose a child? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what that was about. Did he have a troubled childhood? I know. Well, regardless, this is the one and the two. Very intuitive old souls. I think you both have to be careful about not being careful about how intuitive you are, but how much people can be like energy vampires for you. Hi, Kimmy. Come on in. Be careful. His child was good too. Well, good. Sounds fantastic. Do you guys want to take it further? Would you like me to pull cards on that? Let me see what year you're in too. Let's see. So, I bet you guys really seem like a good pair. And you are in a 9-year. So this is where you've been through a whole cycle and you're ready for this new beginning. And I love that for you. We can pull some cards on it. There's going to be a lot of completions, right? And sometimes that's a good thing. Like a friendship ends with him, but love begins with him. Let me see what year he's in. So just understand. Yeah, I could see you guys being really on the same page. And he has that father-like energy, and when you met him, did you feel like you knew him forever? Do you guys have that kind of relationship, that energy? Like, oh my God, I knew you 100 years ago, because it feels like that to me. And he is in a year of expansion. He is in a year where he's ready for growth, new commitments, new stuff. So keep that in mind. Well, no, wait, I don't know that yet. Hold on. I was wrong about that. I looked at a different number. Hold on. Because he's a 4. I'm going to read that to you. Maybe that'll help you understand. He's like, he doesn't show his emotions much. No, because he's an emperor. He's going to be like, I'm cool. I got this, he's got that father kind of energy. He's gone through a 9-year cycle too. And he's actually in a 1 year. Probably feels a little disruptive to him, but you guys are opening up to a new start at the same time. Things are ending for you. He's already kind of been through that, and now you're both coming into a new phase. And let me see what I get for you. Let me pull some cards for you about this. So funny. He doesn't show his emotions much. Let me read the Emperor. I forgot before I go on. Let me read this to you. And anybody that has a 4 in your birthday, because the way I do numerology, I honor all the dates in your birth date. So look at your birth date. If anything in there is a 4, you'll relate to this. Puff, baby, I'm so sorry what's happened. I have a special deck for you. Here. Okay, Sudeshna, understand this about your man and that, how you can handle him. I hope this helps. Don't anybody take anything personally, okay? So he's an emperor energy overall. And all those other numbers, privately, I could go through all of it, but it would take me a long time. But understand, this should help you. Natural born leader, father energy of this world, highly intuitive. Both of you, like logical thinker, has difficulty shutting off his mind. He's very practical, not emotional. Quick, dry wit, original, charismatic, needs to feel respected, guarded emotionally, like you said, emotionally controlled, intimidating, perceived often as arrogant, but he's the boss. Empathy issues, intimacy issues. So you'll have to bring out that nurturing side of him. Emotional boundary issues. So go easy with it. Don't, trust issues, has difficulty being able to forgive, highly effective at organizing systems as well as their own lives. So that's good. Control freaks. Now, not always, but I would say he's gonna have to be that kind of leader, if he is a control freak, red flag, but you guys can work through it. Insightful. I don't think he is, though. He's really deep. He's just not expressing it. And I know you know what that feels like. Insightful, does not like to be confronted or challenged, reserved, intelligent, perfectionist, philosophical by nature. So he really can get deep. It's just got to be with the right person. And I feel like you're the right person. When confronted with emotion, they prefer to learn the facts. So keep that in mind, because women, we can be, I know me, I come all at it with emotion, right, Peggy? Drawn to quirky people, tends to take on failures of the family, has difficulty sleeping when stressed or overwhelmed, responsible, successful. Well, there's a reason you guys met and you've been friends this long, and I think your numbers are pretty cool. I can't make that decision for you, though, I have good vibe about it. I'll pull a card for you. He feels pressured to be successful, and financial security is of major importance, so keep that in mind. He enters the room quietly but powerfully. So he could be really somebody that works a lot. Withdrawn when injured, introspective, sensitive, does not like stupid people or methods that are not effective. That's me. Like, those stupid people. They stand erect and proud, protective, stubborn, rigid, predictable, can be difficult to approach. Works a lot. Yeah. Yes. So with 6s and 9s in you, there can be a tendency to have addictions. So he might have like a little bit of a work addiction. And later, as you grow together, you need to keep that work-life balance good. Needs to be consulted privately if there's an issue. So keep that in mind. I hope that helps. Let me pull a card for you too about you guys actually getting together. Workaholic. Yeah. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Something to talk about as you grow together. Okay, so I can see, did he have a relationship? Well, that's what I'm looking into. How am I supposed to say it again? Sudeshna. Did he just come out of a relationship? I mean, what you had? Oh, okay. Was it with a Capricorn? Oh, okay. Was it with a Capricorn? Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm getting this past relationship that you had. Hold on. Are you sure you're ready for a new one? Are you ready for a relationship? You really got to trust your intuition about this. Are you ready? That's my question for you. I think you really want another relationship, but are you really healed and ready? Okay. Well, definitely these are major cards that I want you to consider. The High Priestess, which is part of you, one of your numbers, right? And, well, not the Hanged Man. I thought it was the Hermit for a minute. I need you to trust. Oh, good. Okay, because here's the Hanged Man too, where you've had to do that healing work. And this is the outcome. I see where you've been through the ringer. I see where you've been disappointed. There was no happy ending. It doesn't feel like this has to do with him at all. So I love that you've confirmed that for me. Let me see what's coming out of this. Queen of Cups. Balanced emotion, where you're ready. Let's see what else we get. Eight of Pentacles. Did you meet him at work? Yeah, I bet. So that whole 9-year cycle is over, though. Okay. And you've been working really hard. Did you meet this person at work? Your new one at work? Did you meet him at work? This is him. This is the 4. I see where you've been putting in a lot of work yourself. Are you a workaholic too? You're ready for the next step. Yeah, you work in the same company. That's what I thought. Aw. You need to keep your eye on the prize with college. So really go for what you're after. Okay. Well, he's a good leader. I think you're ready to seriously just knock down this little boundary. I like to call her legs for days. Just step right over it, girl. And he's here. So this is what I'm getting now. I see where you're ready for a new beginning, the ends of these 9s. And I feel like you met him at work, which you did, or in the same company, at least, maybe not directly. And so he's here. Let me see what else I get for him. Well, yeah, I can see where you've done the healing work and you've dropped all the baggage. I love it. And there's some victories coming in. You need to shine your light for him. I would have a conversation with him. This is a lot of good energy coming in for you. Is he into you? Why wouldn't he be? You seem amazing. You're healed. I think you're ready for a new start, looking at your numerology. And this is a 5. This is about being a seer, knowing these soul connections, trusting the universe for real. Do you guys have a soul connection in my mind? And like we said about communication being very important, it's really, I want you to be brave and bold enough to take a step. I was scratching my head because I'm getting the death rebirth card. I'm feeling these endings and new beginnings for you really strong. I don't want to push you into something. What is your intuition feel about going to talk to him? Because you are super intuitive. You can manifest this if you really want to. Do you know what I mean? No, transformation, the ends of the cycles. Both of you. You're both coming into a rebirth, not a death, a rebirth. You want him to approach you? Well, manifest it because you can. Yes, you are. You are the alchemist. I want you to remember that. And this is also, okay, visionary, prophecy, creative thinking, insight, muses, 6 and 9s. Remember I said you have the muse in you? Connection, eternity, and clarity. So you have to trust your intuition that this is a thing, that it has good energy, and that maybe you should reach out. Let me see. This is being very mystical, magical, being a manifester, seeing limitless possibilities of the soul. She gives you the secret of life, that you are both the dreamer and the dream. As you hold the seer, peer into the mirror with her, you will find that you are one and the same. The seer is you on the deepest level, the you that has always been inside. And that is all that healing you've done there. And also the prophet that's in you. And I had a card fall on the floor. I want you to understand that through time and experience, you have taken the nomadic quest to reclaim your personal power. This is where I want you to just be a little, like, don't really go overboard, but somehow think of a way where you can initiate something, a little talk, maybe meet for coffee, because I think intuitively, you know. You are now awakened and not limited by the constraints of reality. When you move freely between the solar and lunar sides, we just had that strong full moon, you awaken your creative imagination to take abstract impressions and raw power and channel them into fruition. So this is, again, about you manifesting this. The seer invites you to delve deeper into dream work, into healing, into meditation. Honor the phases of the moon, and understand that you are sensitive and a perceptive creature. The more you can move with these tides, the more fluid your life will become. This time, I don't want any heartbreaks. Oh, I know. What do you say to that, Peggy? I mean, at our age, huh? I know I'm very sensitive too. But listen, if I came across the right person, ask anybody. I have such huge walls and a moat and a castle built around me. But the right person, and I felt it, which I feel like you feel it, I would try a little. I would just ask for coffee, and then if that, or tea or whatever, if that didn't work out, I'd be like, well, I guess I was wrong. But not like a huge gesture to start this opening up, but some way of communicating a little bit, just like, hey, want to talk about work? Maybe you have a work question, anything you have in common, because this just flew out. Like, you really have to plant the seeds here. And this is very ripe for fertility. Keep that in mind. But you're so young. So do concentrate on school and everything. Maybe you have questions about stuff you're studying. Maybe your guys are so close in age. Is he a student as well? I think is he a student too? I know you want him. Oh, you're both working. Is there a chance like you could grab lunch together, just like friends, no expectations, and then you don't have to get all caught up in it, right? What do you think, Peggy? No expectations?
Oh, most definite.
Yeah. Yeah, see about if you can like meet for lunch or talk about work and get a good vibe about where it can go next, but it's for you to plant the seeds for this. I hope that helps you. It wasn't necessarily like for sure, but you have to trust your intuition, which you have in spades. I have this whole book I could read, but it would take too long because you've got a lot of codes there. But let me tell you something about the magician that's more quickly. We actually went out. Well, you didn't tell me that. No, well, don't push it. Don't push it. But nothing serious. Well, that's a good start. I think, do I know what to tell you about your heartache and expectations? We all have them, but I would try. The thing I like is the energy between your numbers, but without knowing how you really feel, it's hard to say. Okay. So I do want to read this to you, and then I'm going to go on to the next one. Thank you guys for being so patient. You're a wizard, highly intuitive. You have the beautiful ability to read and scan a person standing in front of you. This is more you than him, okay? All right, well, don't obsess. Don't have a sense of urgency about it. Just let it develop. Give it over to God a little bit. Thank you, Peggy. Here's the thing I want you to remember too. The magician can be so magical, but you also have the ability to kind of morph into the people around you, be a chameleon, very adaptable, goes with the flow, but don't change so much. Thank you. Don't adapt and do change so much to make anyone else happy. Thank you, Kathy. So remember that you may have you have a natural ability to change under the influence of other people at times. Feels like you lose yourself and struggle standing in your own power. So that's really important for you as you go into the next relationship. You are a pacifist. You do not like conflict or confrontation. If this happens, you often just run. You come from the stars, and that's why you got the seer card too. Highly creative. You see the beauty and magic in everything. You may feel like you've never belonged. This has left you feeling misunderstood and lonely. There's part of you that wants to be alone, yet there's another side that desperately wants to connect. And I think you will connect. Just don't have that urgency about it. There's a place for you here, but you must be willing to bring more of yourself to the people you love. So you have to trust. Yes. And so you don't want to keep doing that, okay? That's something that'll help you have a lot of personal strength and power as you go into a new one, and you won't be so rattled if things don't meet your expectations because you still have you. And that's the important thing, is that you always have you. If they come and they help you and they match you and you walk beside each other, that's a good thing. No carrying each other and controlling each other and losing yourself. So remember that. And lastly, Again, I just want you to know there's a place here for you, but you must be willing to bring more of the self to the people you love, even if it feels uncomfortable. Just do it. Okay, so I hope that helps. Gives you a little oomph, a little oomph, oomph. Thank you. Love yourself first. What is her name again? I'm so sorry, I forgot her name. Namira. Thank you guys. Hi, everybody. Who do I do next? I starred to. Have I gotten to them? Oh, yes. So she has a question. Yes, yes. Yes, you guys. I would love you. Oh, speaking of members, Meredith's been so quiet. Kimmy Moses. Gotcha. I've got to read for love yourself first, which goes with what I was telling Sudeshna. You're welcome. You can send me $1,000 to my Cash App anytime. Just kidding. Okay, good. Yes. What is your question? What's your question? Miriam sent me a little tip Tuesday. Wasn't that sweet? There you are, Meredith.
Question in our chat.
Where was Meredith? There she is. Hi, Meredith. Love you for being here. So for members, we're going to have the Zoom call on the 21st. Does that work for you guys? You did put a question? Ooh, okay. So what time is it? Is the 21st good for you guys, and what time? Oh, I see it. Don't let me forget. So members, you guys, first of all, I read for you first. And so I'm sorry, there's been a lot of new people I'm reading for. It's the last time you're going to have to be a member. No, I'm kidding. But it does. I will, when there's a lot of people in the room, I will go to the members first. So if you become a member, you'll get bumped up the list, and also discounts on private readings and the Zoom calls and all that fun stuff. And we'll do more. No, is this your question? Aw, I know. Let me see what I think about that. And Puff. Okay. Hold on a second. I really got to pull a card for Puff really quick. Okay, Puff? Are you going to be able to come to the Zoom call, Puff? It's fun. You don't have to stress about it at all. We just hang out. Puff, I want to read this to you, and I hope it helps today. Hugs, baby. I hear every word. I hear every prayer. I hear every song. Sing to me. I love it when you sing. I don't know if you sang to your little baby, but yeah. I hope that helps. Wait, there's another one here that came out. There is no room for your regret. None. Not here. Okay. I'm sorry, but I had to. Love you. Love you, girl. No regret. Sing your songs. Okay? I've been saving that for you. This deck. So that was meant to be heard. All right. Now your little broken heart. Oh my gosh. Can I have your numbers? What's her name, Peggy? Do you know? Oh, Namira. Sometimes I swear a snake would just bite me right in the face. Namira, do you mind? I won't put it up on the screen. Kaylee, love you, honey. Didn't mean to make you cry. but your loved ones right there. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, cool. I'm 66. Wow. Okay. And let me see what year you're in. Your overall energy, Namira, is a 5. So you have that Hierophant, that church, those soul connections. You are that person. You probably do come from the stars as you feel, or you may feel like you came with a lot of weight and baggage. I hope you had a good childhood, but if you feel like just a lot of times a sense of feeling wounded in ways, just know that it's part of your journey here, your soul path. And I feel that when you meet people, you just are like, oh my God, I've known you forever. That's your overall energy. And I want to read that to you right now, a shorter version. And I have a lot of good affirmations for you. So keep coming back. I'm glad you subscribed. I really appreciate that. So it's like the church within you. The Hierophant leads us morally, the beliefs we hold close to our heart, the love we have for our family, our community, our devotion, our willingness to stand beside those who are suffering. Like people really trust you. You have the shoulders they want to cry on. But I know a lot of times you're wondering, when is anybody going to listen to me and help me? You're so busy helping everyone else. But it's this devotion, your willingness to stand beside those suffering, the time that you spend with someone listening to their story of struggle. This is the grace of the priestess that dwells in all of us, but especially you. The Hierophant reminds us of what is important. It is not our money, it's not our possessions, but the deep connection we have to each other and to humanity. There's a politician inside this servant, an advocate for what is good and righteous. It really is beautiful energy. So, and then also your code, if you want to write this down for future reference, and we can talk more, because that's your overall energy, the 5. But you also have 3, the Empress, and the Seat, somebody who's really good at starting things and projects and very creative. You also have a 2, which is the High Priestess, the old soul. So really, I think you've had many past lives. If that's something you're interested in, Peggy can speak to that. She's had 2 sessions. It's really cool. And you have a 9 in you, which is the prophet, not the Hierophant. You have that. The hermit, the prophet. You're quite a visionary. And then because you have a 9, you also have a 6, because they mirror each other. So your whole code, Namira, is 5, 3, 2, 9, 6. So you're just a complicated, beautiful soul. And this year for you is, sometimes I have to count on my hands like a little kid. Okay, so Namira, what happened last year? What's happened over the last couple of years? I feel like you had some endings. I feel like you're coming into a new year, new beginnings, but you're probably a little withdrawn this year, doing a lot of self-reflection. I keep looking at the chat. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm going to take that down for you. You're in a 2-year. Let me read what that's like for you. I know that you might feel rather withdrawn and even very disconnected from people, but I want you to know that it's going to get better. Next year will be a year of expansion and then empowerment. And you really start to come into your soul purpose and understanding what it is to be this hierophant that you are, and why you feel the baggage that you carry, and how you can make it lighter, and just really open up to what's coming for you. But this year is about reflection. Okay. Withdrawn from the world, working through adjustment from life change from a previous year, deep personal inquiry. So yeah, I mean, you're feeling the feels of this breakup. Last year, this has really probably left you feeling very out of whack, very unbalanced, and re-examining your purpose, your truth. And so now you're like, okay, I'm going to withdraw. You may have been depressed. You may have lost a lot of energy. Yes, a lot of alone time. You require personal space right now. I want you to know that. You really need it. Don't feel like, what's wrong with me? Why am I isolating It's part of your healing process, and I promise you're going to come out of it. You will. You're not stuck here forever. And it's really tapping into the wisdom of the wounds. Yes. Well, I hope you're feeling better, because you said I was. So I want you to know you're on the upswing now. I promise. Next year is going to be a 3-year for you of expansion and really feeling much better. But right now, it's okay to be introspective, to be reflective, to have discernment. Good. Yay. I'm so glad to hear that. But you're still going to be working through unresolved issues regarding family, history, this situation. Again, you're going to need the personal space to do it. You may withhold communication. You may be emotionally distant right now. You may be very reserved right now. And that's okay. You're probably going to question hi, welcome in. Hit subscribe so you can be notified when I go live again and come back. I've been reading forever. I talk a lot. Okay. So listen, you're going to have so many questions about everybody, every path. What am I doing? You're going to feel isolated again, probably misunderstood and disconnected. But again, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. I promise. The world might be a shit show, but you're going to get better. And I'm going to pull for you. Lunar Nomad, since we're working with that full moon still. This is a great time, Namira, to write down all the stuff that you just want to let go of, that you want different, and write down all the things that you want to bring in, and be very specific. And you can keep it. You can journal. Frankly, what I like to do is write it all down and then go outside and safely burn it, and just really embrace this healing journey that you're on. When was the full moon? 2 days ago? She can still do it. Letter. Exactly. Okay, I'm getting 2 things about this. Yes, you need to do it. You need to do this. And I'll look at this card. I'm sure there's a lot more to say about it. But this is an indication for you to journal, to do this. Also, thank you, right? Yeah. You may get a communication from this person. I don't know. I hate to say that, because I don't want anything to interrupt the journey you're on. If anything, it would be like just more of the same, maybe an apology or something. Let me see what the book says. I don't want you to expect this letter either. Or if you're expecting some sort of communication about a job or anything, it could be that. I'm picking up on something like that. correspondence, written words, written communication, documents, invitations. Are you going somewhere? Are you a writer? Is there someone I need to speak to? Something I need to get off my chest? Yeah. Okay. So that's what I was thinking too. Number one, I want you to do this full moon release. And you can journal, you can burn it, you can bury it, whatever. Get it all out. Because he may reach out. I don't think it's going to change anything though. Okay. And I need to pull another one for you. It does suggest journaling. The letter signals a need to set something in motion. Offering your written consent is a powerful affirmation. You take ownership of your feelings, desires, and attachments. Sending a letter or email could be the first step in your plan of action. I don't want you to do that. I want you to journal. And it doesn't matter what I want. I guess I'm suggesting, right, that you do that. So you continue this healing process. You learn from these wounds and love it. I love it. You're going to find, no matter what happens, that there is this beautiful new beginning, like these little facets of diamonds of opportunity. I need you to go with the flow. Yes, it's about me now, so I journal. Good. Yes, like it really is. And if you're a writer also, or if you had a thought about writing, sorry, I can't seem to look at the camera. This is really cool energy. Now, let me look at the fish for you. I know it's really about going with the flow and enjoying special moments, like staying in the moment. It is a beautiful card. I know these are diamonds of like, just hold on. There's beautiful things coming. But of course, they say it much better in the book. Let me read this for you, Namara. Thank you guys all for being here and listening to me. It is 2:22 here. Let's go. You know me, I always see those double digits all the time. Ooh, I forgot about this. I love this for you. Money, success, small business, freedom. Ta-da. I love that most of all. Movement, luck, and prosperity. Sorry, I had to see if you... okay, thank you. Let me see what I can read to you here, because this... Okay. The question that goes with this card that's important. Am I living in healthy or stagnant water? Right? I think you've moved out of that stagnant water. You're like the blue lotus coming out. Love, positivity, generosity, and gratitude raise your vibration. Honor these feelings, seek them out in your experience, and you will attract even more of the same. All this good stuff. When you exude these vibrations, blessings cannot help but find you. Love that. Generosity and gratitude are important for success. So it's all about, it's all about raising your vibration. And when you are in a right relationship, ask yourself, when you are in a right relationship with yourself, you take only what you need and share what you can. Respect the source so it can continue to grow and expand. A good fisherman would never exhaust his supply in a short time. There would be no more fish. His security and abundance would dry up. We are all fishermen looking for the pool of abundance. Consider where you're getting your supply. So it's about raising that energy too. Are you fishing in stagnant water? Have you exhausted your resources? Is it time to go elsewhere? I think you've already made this shift. And the fish often appear also for solo entrepreneurs. I don't know if that's true of you. If you are creating or running your own business, the fish predict potential for success. Be aware of what you are creating and how you're creating it. Sustainability is important for all business ventures, especially when you are financing them on your own. Find your center and be very perceptive of the currents your business is sailing on. This is interesting. What do you do for work? I don't know how we went from healing to work, but it is going to, oh, you see double digits too. I know. I love it. Well, we're all connected here for a reason, right? True to it connections. Do you have your own business? Because this took a wild turn about that. And if you do, there could be some cool correspondence coming in about that. I love it. Now go for it, girl. Go for it. This is an indication that maybe you should do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, where did this take a turn? Do some out of the box thinking about that. Get really creative. Have you been floating through life waiting for your big break? Good. I know. Well, I'm 50. I'll be 59 July 18th. So I'm not 59 yet. And I'm studying all the time too. And I was a former journalist, a writer, not on camera. That's why I can't do this camera thing. But you just do it. Just do it. This is an indication for you to do it. I swear. I bet you're going to get something in the mail for you to sign up to do your courses. Okay. One more second. It does say 2. Okay. Hi, Michael. Oh, we gotta remember to sing you happy birthday and have maybe a special reading for you on your birthday. I love that, Michael. I hope you're doing well. You little pest. Love you. All right. So, Namira, expecting miracles is a wonderful stance to take, but stay engaged. So do this personal time and reflection and then start a plan. And next year is really going to open up for you. If something bites at the line, you have to reel it in to capitalize on the catch. Seek out prosperity and you will find it. Give abundantly and you will receive abundance. I love that. I really love that for you. It is all about your healing journey. And like, girl, wow, you have some really cool ideas for your own business, your own interests. And it came out in the card. So I hope that helps you a lot. I don't usually get quite that combination. Eva. So I love that, you guys. Michael and anybody who wants to be a member or is a member, we're going to do our Zoom call on, what did I say, Peggy? The 21st at 1 p.m. or something.
Yeah, the 21st.
Yeah, I'll be sure to put a community post up about it. It'll be super fun. Michael will behave himself. I'm going to put tattoos all over my body too. It's and it never ends. The healing journey, it's just a journey. It's okay. Some days we're okay. Some days we're not. I know you're normal. You're human. Yes, exactly, Michael. 1 o'clock, Saturday, the 21st. Oh, it always interferes with your lunch. That's why we do it. No, I'm just kidding. We plan it when you're at work, when you're at lunch. You can't yell at us. I'm kidding, Michael. Yes, honey. And so you're not done. You're not done feeling crappy about it. And I get that. But I just see a lot of good stuff coming ahead for you, and the energy lifting. It doesn't interfere with lunch. Okay, well, good. You can always pack a PBJ, you know. You're so welcome, Namira. Become a member so you can come to the Zoom call. Come on. You can do it. Any level, you guys, any level of membership, please. You know, anyway, who else? I love you too, Michael. I really am going to put some temporary tattoos on. I am. I know you are. You're green. And I'd love to see you. You're more than welcome. You will be the only guy so far. Have some of your guy friends join if they understand. Yeah, I can put a link up. I got a banner. Yeah, any level right now, you guys, is fine with me to come into the Zoom. I hope that helps. I'll put it in the description later. Oops, on the replay. He'll get some guys to come to the yard. I know right now it's just women on the playground, and we don't play nice together all the time, but we do. Okay. I think there was one more I needed to read for. Is that right, Peggy? Yes, Kimmy. All right, Kimmy, let me take this down. And Kimmy, I'm not going to put your numbers up, but I'm going to write them down here. Do you have something specific? I love your numbers. Love your numbers. I love everybody's numbers. Don't get me wrong. I just see things. Okay, so Kimmy. Yeah, sometimes, Peggy, I don't know if the join. Oh, you see it? Okay, because there's sometimes on some channels, there's a join button. I don't know if. Thank you, guys. So, Kimmy, one thing I want to tell you about the way I do numerology, you have a number 20. Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, you can talk to me. You can talk to me. Anyway,
Okay.
Kimmy, you have a 22 in you, which is a master number. It's the master builder. Hi, welcome in. Please subscribe so that you can come back when I go live again. I've been reading for a while, but I hope I can get to you. Oh, she's in the Netherlands. Well, Namira, well, thank you for being here. That's so very cool. I would love to go there. Namira, I'll put a link in the replay, and thank you for even, considering. I really appreciate that. Hi, you guys. Okay, so Kimmy, you have a master number that it all works out the same, but understand I'm going to take your 22 to a 4, even though it's a master number, and most numerologists don't do that, but believe me, it works. Okay. Of course. Thank you for being here. Okay, so Kimmy, am I right about this? 9, 10, 9, 10. Yes. The other thing I want to tell you, Kimmy, is also overall you're a master number 11. Master intuitive, master builder. Like what can't you do? It's pretty cool. But we're going to take that down to a 2. So your overall energy number is 2 of the high priestess, the old soul. It's beautiful. And again, remember you have 11 and 22 in you. Very divine. But your code for me Yeah, I know. So she's a 2. And then Kimmy, write down 2-6-9 because we got that mirror number. Yes, it's 11, but we're going to take it to a 2. It's the same. You're the master intuitive. 2 is the high priestess. And I'm not bringing your energy down. This is just a way of analyzing all the layers. It honors all the numbers in your birth date. You trust me? Okay. So this is going to be your code. So overall, yes, master intuitive all the way. But I also want you to think of yourself as a 2, a high priestess. I'm a 2. I kind of like it. Then a 6. So write down 2-6-9 mirror numbers. You can spin a little. And then -4, that's that 22 in you. That's the emperor. -1. Very similar to, it's somewhat similar to Deshna's numbers. So, Kimmy, I'm going to read to you about the priestess, the intuitive, that master number 11 in you. You're an old soul, the record keeper, highly intuitive. You have walked this earth many lifetimes before. And I'll tell you that also because you have the 9 in you, which is the hermit and the prophet. It's an old soul. You're very much an old soul. You are responsible and you feel the need to be responsible, alert and aware of what is going on around you and the people you love. You tend to be prepared for the future. You worry about not knowing what it will bring. God, that's me. I'm here with tsunamis already. If you are concerned in your world, it's difficult for you to rest. You may be distracted by a nagging dread, even when times are peaceful and calm. I wonder if that's true for you, Kimmy. It is for me. You struggle with the absorption of other people's emotions and you feel the need to save just about everyone and everything. You can be a sponge. In this life, there needs to be a beautiful balance of all living things. To have your own personal boundaries would help to lessen the burden you feel so destined to carry. It is a challenge, but one that would serve you well. Yes. And overall is the 2 or the master number 11. And then the code, it doesn't really matter what order the code is in. But so think of yourself, Kimmy, as the high priestess overall. And then inside of you is the lovers, that duality, the muse. 6s and 9s are very creative people. Okay. Thank you. So the 1, the 9, and the 2 in you are very also old soul, very intuitive people. The 1 is like the magician in tarot, the alchemist. You got all the tools to make things happen. So never forget that, Kimmy. And you're with this 22 in you, you can really build things and start things, but also you can really absorb a lot of energy, so I want you to keep up your personal strength and boundaries. And I have an affirmation for you, Kimmy. Do you like crystals and stones too? Let me read a couple things to you. I just think you're just super intuitive. Do you do readings? A lot of you who are, why else would you be here? So intuitive, so spiritual. Diva, I love that. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. High priestess. And Kimmy, come back because I have so much more to tell you about all of the energy in your beautiful code. But in the essence of time, I'm going to have to cut it a little short. But you keep coming back and I'll share at this whole huge book. But Kimmy, here's a great affirmation for you. I will release all of my fears and worries to the heavens. I will trust in this beautiful universe. I am safe. There is nothing to fear. Some stones, if you like to work with crystals and things like that. Petrified wood honors our history. Smoky quartz for purification. Labradorite connects us to God. Lapis connects one to old wisdom of the universe. Selenite restores our innocence. And calcite promotes release of old patterns. That is something I can really relate to. Let me pull some cards for you. Kimmy, is there something that you need to know or that you're working on? And let me also tell you a little bit about what's going on this year for you, Kimmy. And then Peggy, I'll probably have to stop reading here in a couple minutes. So you guys, please do subscribe. I don't want to miss reading for you. It's an honor to read for you. So I would love you to come back, okay? If I didn't get to you, don't be mad at me. Please. Kimmy, you're in a year of expansion. I love that. I know the last couple years were not easy, but let's read what this will be like. Okay, good. Yes, come back. Come back, come back. I need to get back on TikTok too. That's a whole nother subject. If you guys are on TikTok, I am on TikTok under, it's in my link tree at True to Soul, and then it takes you to True to It Connections. So Kimmy, this is for you, and I hope it helps for this year. The last couple of years probably had you feeling a little beat up, withdrawn, questioning a lot of things. But now for you, I feel you're coming into growth, expansion, manifestation, which you can do. Many of you in here are like amazing, right? I know I don't have calcite either, and I need it. I am a 2 also. Let's find us some calcite. I have to see what it looks like too. So another thing, your ability, the master intuitive, this magician, this person that can manifest things. This is the year you need to start that, whatever it is you really want. Preparing these seeds and nurturing them to grow, opportunities, birthing, being vulnerable, open to new energy, new direction, promoting change and cultivation, development, releasing some old patterns and people and behaviors and stuff that like, I just can't anymore. Because you're really ready for new relationships, opportunities. You might be nervous, some fear of the unknown. Who doesn't? A little bit, maybe confidence issues, but at the same time, feeling the inspiration, your confidence coming back, your creativity, fertility of all sorts, and personal growth and a spiritual step. Really love that for you. I hope that helps. What did Puff say? What'd I miss? Oh, Puff's been helping her. You're right, Puff. She's, let me see what she needs to let go of. She does. I think everybody I read for was very intuitive, huh? Did you notice that, Peggy? A lot of 1s and 2s and 6s.
Yeah, a lot of 1s and 2s showed up today.
6s and 9s, yes. Intuitive, brilliant, creative people. Puff the Magic Drive. I used to love that cartoon and stuff. Kimmy, this is you. I love this. This is like the Empress. And there's a special message with it. Some past life energy already started to kick off. That's my girl. Let's go with this 3-year. And this is the priestess, who I forgot that. Oh, wow. Let me see. There's a lot to say here. Let me see where I want to sum this up for you. Let me just read everything that Lindsay wrote in this book about this, because she got a download about this beautiful soul. And it feels very like you, Kimmy, if I may say so. When the priestess visited me just prior to the download, we had a very intimate conversation about her past persecutions. We sat quietly in solemn reflection. She shared with me just a glimpse of what she had endured. She has made it clear that she does not wish to dismiss her history, but she does not want to present a message in any way that will burden the reader of her imprint. There were lifetimes where she suffered greatly, but she also was revered in many ways. She has asked me to honor her wishes, to focus directly on your gifts. You need to listen to Puff. She feels assured that although you may be in the present face judgment, you are no longer threatened by death. So it is with great admiration I give you her download, even though it seems to begin in the middle. The priestess. Can't believe this card came out for you. A beautiful, powerful goddess. Your eyes reveal the depth of your soul, highly intuitive. You walk in the energy of grace and royalty. Private, proud, protective, a beautiful old soul. In a past life, people would seek out your counsel. You had the uncanny ability to melt away any fears or concerns. Perhaps you drew your energy as you gazed at the moon in wonder or basked in the powerful rays of the sun. Yes, I love that it resonates with you. I don't always get this card for people. I don't know if Peggy's even ever seen it. It's beautiful. Do you have a 3 in you? You don't. It's like the Empress, but different. It is the High Priestess. It's beautiful. So I really hope that helped. Yeah, she's a superpower. Really, everybody here in the chat today was just so amazing. Somebody read cards for me. Am I gonna have? Is Florida gonna drown in a tsunami like this weekend? Peggy, tell them what you guys know what I wanted to do on this. Like, Peggy, would it be okay if I pull cards about like Diddy, about earthquakes, about tsunamis, about things in these cities? I'm really worried about in 2098. Well, fine, I'll be done. Fine. Oh, y'all don't know what I saw. I don't know about that. Well, let's just get through hurricane season. I don't drink wine. Well, maybe once in a while. All right. So I love you guys. Any like quick questions I could help with? Or, okay. Let me see what you have to say here. Okay, I love you. Thank you. I appreciate your feedback so much. You are such an old soul. Yes. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And Kaylee, thank you for being here too, honey. I didn't mean once in a blue moon. Ah, you guys are really sweet. I love our little communities. Aw, shucks. Yeah, you all are very intuitive in this chat. I need somebody you'll pull for me? Okay, Puff, let's go. Did you have to get brakes on your car fixed? No, but my friend did. You remote viewing on my conversations now, Michael? But yeah, Gigi just had her get her brakes fixed like 2 days ago. Oh, Peggy, I missed something you said to me. Oh, okay, cool. Got it. We did it.
You did it.
All of you who are in Reese's live, this is my Liz Drix, right? We will have
Yeah.
minutes available after this meeting. Thank you very much for doing
And I do keep notes.
Oh, you took notes?
Well, some.
Oh, when the kids are sleeping, I understand. Anytime. Quite a group. Any one of you could read for me. But I do hope I helped you. And Liz Drix, yes, I know. And Peggy, thank you for sitting. And I know you didn't expect to go this long, so thank you for being
That's
my
okay.
Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon kind of vibe.
You have me as long as you need me.
Well, let me just say quickly, you guys, don't forget to come back Tuesday. Check out my pick of cards. And Michael, you scare me. Um, and the Zoom call. But Peggy, how are things in the town without getting into much detail? She is in Vegas, you guys. So has it quieted down a little bit there?
Yeah, the protests have been really peaceful. It's our police officers that are not being the peaceful ones.
Ah, okay.
So there was another one last night.
Really?
Yeah, it was a larger group, but they didn't get out of hand. There's nobody's throwing bottles, nobody's hitting. No, it's really nice.
Okay, yeah. People certainly have a right to protest, just
Yeah,
peacefully.
yeah. Don't believe everything the media says.
Yes, and thank you. Namira, that's so sweet. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Mwah.
No, Michael, I'm not in Henderson.
What'd you say?
He says she's in Henderson.
No. No.
No, I'm actually 2 blocks away from where the protests were.
Wow. Yeah, you don't need to be out walking around in that.
No.
You're very metropolitan. Okay, well, we're going to go now. Well, let's not talk about where people really are. And I got to remember to look at the camera. I've been looking over there the whole time, haven't I? But I've got to go, you guys, and deal with my kids. Yes, don't. I love that you put that in there, Peggy. All right, you guys. I'm going to go get water. How about you? You ready for some water and stretch our legs, Peggy? Okay. Wow. This is tea. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to send you out to the bay now. Peggy, thank you. Bye, you guys. I really appreciate you being here. Definitely come back if I missed reading for you. You want to go deeper. Got you. Bye.